Oh, the kitchen plier don't work. Give me a plier. You got a good plier? Thought you said you had a good plier. And they'd want to fight each other, the boars. They spent more time looking at each other than tending to business.
What business were they tending to?
They were supposed to be making bacon. Where are the horns located on a Dodge Ram 2022?
It's not a Dodge anymore, it's a Fiat.
It's a Dodge.
Not even a Dodge, it's a Ram.
Yeah, it's just Ram. So we're trying to fix the horn that Eric blew up. You want to explain to him what has made you have to fix it?
Well, I tooted the horn at somebody in town the other day, and because they were looking at me. And when I did that, it sounded like some little Tonka toy. No, Tonka toys have better horns than this thing does when one don't work.
So then people laughed at you, so now you need to fix it.
Well, it is embarrassing.
Why won't it quit? Was he punking us there, or what?
No,
I don't.
it won't. It doesn't like quick ones no more.
It sounds like it's up here. No? I got the old man disease, where you hear things and it's not the direction you think it is. We've deemed it to be a later problem. It's from our Googling. It's somewhere up in the fender here that we can't locate without mass ripping apart, and we don't have parts to fix it, so he'll have to be embarrassed next time, or just not honk the horn, just wave. All right, on to our next rainy day project. Somebody sent this kit to us. I believe he's 17 years old. Yep, 17 years old. He sent it to the P.O. box, and he's a fan of the channel, and he sent us this. I love the idea of it. It is an actuator that goes on so you can quick patch from the cab. It looks like it's gonna work awesome, and yeah, we're gonna put it on, see how it works, and that's what we're gonna start our day with. Well, our day it's now noon, but we're gonna continue our day with this. So that somehow attaches here and here.
I should have started with a smaller drill bit.
So we got that all mounted up, and now we're sending the wire through with the hoses. Okay, Jordan and Eric are gonna go on and hook that. They are working on getting the fields into the U-Harvest Pro, and I am gonna finish up this project, which is the wiring side of it. Just for ease and convenience, I think I'm just gonna be coming up here and in following this harness for the Johnson blade. It'll just be so simple. It's the easiest way into the cab. All right, it's led to a very in-depth removal of the, it wasn't too bad to take this apart, I guess. It was simpler than I thought. Well, actually, I thought it was gonna be simple, so I used the fish tape and then ended up taking the whole thing apart anyways, which is fine, but it's gonna turn out to be a really clean install. So this hole here, not sure what that is an option to be, but I know it's going to be to unhook the bucket and then re-engage the locking pin, and that'll fit in there pretty nice. Now I got my cable strung up through there. I now have to come back out of there with a power cable. Okay, before I put this all back together, I wanted to verify that it works. I will say I had a couple concerns about this, but I'll show you what my concerns were. So now it just pushed that actuator just pushed out, which pushed this rod out. Before this was manual, it came and pulled that and then slid it over, so then this pin hooked there to hold it out. So what my concern was that was going to get hooked, so then when you go to re-engage it, but it would stay out. But being that's all fixed there. It can't really be twisted. On top of it, don't come out far enough to allow that to hook, but yet the pin is more than clear there for where this slides in. I don't know if you're following me, but yeah, and it don't come out too far to pull out of there, which I've done with my own hands. Pull that out and then it all falls apart and you're monkeying with that. So I'm impressed. This is neat and it's quiet, and yeah, I'm impressed. Not long, almost done. Okay, so here's my switch. Middle does nothing, or is the neutral position. That's retract pin, which I can see it's doing. So let's hook up a loader. Now we aren't really a farm that changes loader attachments often until winter time when we put a snow push on this tractor, which will be really nice when it's not a blizzard, you know. First attempt was a fail. Let's see how I did. There we go. It's all hooked up. So this is pretty exciting. It's a cool product. I like that the kid's 17 years old and designed that. That's impressive. Wrote me a letter, Thomas Phillips. He's got a little pamphlet here. I'm impressed, dude. You did an awesome job, and thanks for sending one to us. We'll get to enjoy it in the future. I will put his email. It looks like he left me an email to put there. I'll put it in the link in the description if you have any interest. He's a young guy, obviously very smart, wanting to improve the farming industry. So that is sweet. If you have any interest in this kit, it's actually pretty simple to install and looks like it's going to be long lasting, as long as we keep that out of the trees. Duggo. Okay, now that I got this installed, this has literally been laying around for, I shouldn't even say this kit was laying in the office for, I would say probably 6 months. I'll probably text him this video right before it posts, and he's gonna be pretty excited, I would imagine. And now it's on to the next thing. We gotta go see what Duggo's into. I think he's fixing to rip down a building on the yard, I think. Or part of one, I'm not sure. He's been coming in with sawzalls and he says he's about ready for the excavator. So let's go see what he's into. Are you guys sick of going to the gas station for dinner or maybe fast food? Maybe just skipping a meal altogether, you know, when you're busy working, farming, doing whatever job that you guys do. Well, that's where today's video sponsor comes in, Factor. So Factor is a subscription-based meal service that ships right to your door whenever you want it. You can set up how many you want every week. I think it's 4 to 18 meals. There's tons of different options, choices, breakfast, snacks. Today I'm having roasted chicken, and also they have little drink options. This is a cold pressed juice, apple kale wheatgrass. So this is actually my favorite one of their cold drinks. But they're super simple. I really like them for, you know, the day I don't feel like cooking anything. Ooh. Definitely if you don't want to make a mess or any cleanup, super easy. There is no prep, there is no cleaning up besides a fork. Nice and toasty. That's good. I wish you guys could smell this because it smells amazing. Tender as always too. So while I finish up my meal, if you guys want to get 50% off your first order plus free shipping, go to factor75.com or the link in the description. That's factor75.com. Use code 50Larson and you will get 50% off your first box and free shipping. What a better time to try it out than getting 50% off. So let's get back to today's video. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Factor, for sponsoring today's video.
Inside the swamp.
It fell in?
I never had them.
Oh. Have you told Grandpa about this idea of yours?
Does it look like something I need to tell him? It'll be fine.
Someday I will make that comment to my kids, and then how will you feel?
I think it already happened today once. We gotta get cats back.
This was the cat barn.
Here, let me show them. Underneath the roof steel is a mouse nest.
Is that cat hair?
Oh, I don't think so.
Hair of some sort.
It looks like a rabbit. Why would there be rabbit here? Oh, I suppose. I missed one.
One nail right at the top.
Oh, the kitchen plier don't work. Give me a plier. You got a good plier? Thought you said you had a good plier.
Well, what is the purpose of saving this tin?
I didn't want it getting all them great big long shank nails down in our tires, and I just thought 3 sheets of tin ain't gonna take that long, but it did take 20 minutes, and
What about all these nails?
right, that's what, it was a fruitless attempt of being clean.
Just take it with the excavator. It's not even a good sheet. It's been kinked.
Oh, it's all ruined. Okay, then now are we gonna save the building? The rest of it?
So the storm obviously ripped this off, and it wasn't worth fixing.
3 years ago.
Yep, wasn't worth fixing. Obviously, and now it's really bad. Now the rafters are giving way.
I gotta take this. The amount of times that I walked into this building.
Yeah, let's tell them about this. So the first 20 feet here is
That was original. I was involved with putting new concrete down. We jacked this part up in the airways like 6 inches, poured in a whole new, well, you can see outside. It cracked. The new stuff cracked at the exact same spot the old stuff cracked at. That's as good as things were back in the, well, that must have been early 80s. Well, anyway,
how about 1982?
that's when we poured the outside slab over there.
Oh.
This would have been done before that. Maybe I was just a kid. I suppose I would have been late 70s, mid 70s. I was old enough to remember.
So this was a
This is where
hog barn.
Yep. So everything is a little bit different than it was years ago, but every board on the wall was a pen. So there'd have been another
Two pens here.
gate here, and I think there was 1 sow per pen, and then in the corner we boxed that off so the babies and the heat lamp was the little ones would go here. Big Mama.
1, 2, 3 pens on each side.
3 pens. Oh, it went all the way down here.
This is where the farrowing happened.
This was the old farrowing. So I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12 sows. I don't think we had them all the way. So that was maybe more like 10 sows.
And the rest
And then
was
this was the nursery, or this would have been what everybody had years ago. And then outside there, where the grain carts sit, that was an electric fence with dirt lot pasture, where the clouds of dust would roll. And the smell you'll never forget.
And when I grew up, this was the what would you call it?
We
The
just
breeding
area. This we maybe had 24 sows on each side of the barn with 2 boar pigs per side. And then they'd stand over this gate here and they'd want to fight each other, the boars. They spent more time looking at each other than tending to business. Yeah.
What business were they tending to?
They were supposed to be making bacon.
It's really happening.
Big day.
We cut along here because he wants, I don't know, we'll see how this goes, but he has hopes in saving this part. It is the newer part of the building. This is so rotten that there's a reason the tin blew off, and I don't know if you can see how it's just unsafe, honestly. Here goes our cement. Kind of would like the cement here. He's really moving. We're gonna see how this goes. What?
Who cut the roof in half?
Well, I didn't put the most effort in. It wasn't.
Jock line or nothing to follow?
I put in the bare minimum effort just to get out of there. You wouldn't believe what it smells like in there. Years of cats. Now the roof's gone. Rotten straw down in here. Cat poop, mice, rats, you name it. It's just eroding.
So far, it's looking like we might not ruin the rest of the part that should all be torn down as well. But it's working.
a stick. Just greased that squeaking bugger. I just don't have 2 hours on it since it's been greased. This is what he was made for, huh?
Yep, watch him shear off the light bulb.
She spun down!
We're screwed now!
Did I hear reports of a rat that fled?
I guess so. Look at, he's moving it.
It's working! Are you on standby?
I'm on standby.
Look at that! Unbelievable! What are you jumping for?
There was movement there. I don't want to breathe that in.
And we wonder why we have mouse problems. This is the greatest thing we've done yet for mouse elimination. That's just breeding grounds for them. It's very musty and moldy and disgusting. Well, that's looking a little better. Everyone's cleaning up, and I think it's going to be the end of the day, but that's going to be a lot better for rodents. And I don't know, Dad's thinking about either rebuilding an end onto here. That's kind of why we stopped at this point. You'll have to subscribe and see what we're trying to work on the rest of the building, but Dad wants to fix her up again. Get back in the pigs.
Just a couple.
Just a couple. Just enough to get the flies back. Well, anyways, guys, that's gonna be a wrap on today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in the next video.